Uh, yeah. Uh, yeah. Uh, yeah.
All right, we are here. You have a large driveway. You are at the end of the road. The dead end is literally like 2 houses over. So that's nice. You do have a lot of woods across the street. You do have a gravel kind of entryway here. You can see a little bit there. There's a little bit more underneath my truck there. And then the garage is right here. So the garage it's a little bit different. There is a door there, but that door leads into a closet, which I'll show you from the inside. This is a single car unit, but you could fit most of your vehicles in here. You got about 8 feet wide and about 7 feet tall, so anything lifted probably will not fit in here. And then you have a little shed attachment right next door to it right there. All right, that is the septic guy testing the septic right there. He just got the alarm off. He's going to take some water samples. But what he's standing on here, this berm, is your engineered septic system. So it's called a pressurized mound. You got the tank right there, and then the lift station is that little system right there. So all of your, what's comes out here, gets lifted into the tank and then processed. You do have a backyard. You do have entrance to the shed here. So that shed that I just showed you is kind of just butted against the garage. And that closet door that I was talking about is actually that exterior door. It gets a little bit weird on the inside. I'll show you. But it does not connect to the garage. I misspoke. That was the last house I was at. So the garage is detached and only accesses with this. So front deck right here. Nice little sitting area. You can see vehicles coming and going, but you do have privacy because of that detached garage up front. And then you can see from the top here what the septic looks like. All right, moving on to inside here. The nice thing, as you can see, you always get snow on your boots here in Alaska. So having an Arctic entryway is always nice to come in and kick off your snowy shoes. So, Arctic entryway does consist of your front door, lots of storage. You do have a ceiling fan in here. They do have a camera so you can hear everything I'm saying, and a coat closet. We'll head down to the annex here in a second. The floor plan is a little bit different, so just something to keep in mind here. So right here is your living room and your kitchen, and quintessentially also your dining room. So in the kitchen, you have great hickory cabinets. I really like these. However, some of them seem slightly off. Like that one's sticking out. That one's not flush. Like, they're just all a little warped. Countertops are press board, so it's the cheapest stuff you can get. You can replace that pretty easily, but it is in great condition. Oven needs a little bit of cleaning. The island is technically chattel. If you want it, we can always write it into the offer, but that's something you can buy at Walmart. Same thing with the little dish rack thingy there. Microwave is mounted, but it is not vented, meaning that is a recirculating microwave. You're going to see this in about 80% of our homes because nobody wants to run ducting anymore. However, if you have a propane range, it has to be ducted outside, just so you know. All right, you got a pellet stove. Amazing secondary heat source. You always want some sort of backup if possible, but houses like mine don't have backup, so it's common as well. Pellet stoves are great because all you got to do is literally fill that guy up with these little pellets and buy a bag for like $7. And then you have your remotes in the back and it turns on a real fire. And it's basically like a pellet smoker, just doesn't smoke. It just makes heat. That way you don't have to keep starting fire. You don't have to keep stoking the fire. And the chimney is actually a lot smaller than a wood burning fireplace as well. All right, baseboard heat is your primary heat. Those are those little things along all the walls that you see in almost every house that we look at. So, decent sized living room here. You can see that you can fit a large sectional here. But if you go any larger than what they currently have, you're going to be too close to your TV or you're going to be sitting in your kitchen. So keep that in mind. Your dining room is over here. So that dining room right now is this little guy here. You could fit a larger table against the wall, but as soon as you move it out into the middle, you're going to lose a lot of walkway. It's not that large in here. Coming down the hallway, you have the first door over here, the bathroom, newer style toilet. You do have like that sticky tile flooring, so it's not real tile. Vanity looks good. It just needs a little bit of cleaning. You see there's a little bit of iron in the water, so your filters need to be changed more often and maybe use a better water softener. As I said that, I opened up the tub, man. That right there, this murder scene you're seeing, that is iron in your water. So well water, North Pole, perfectly safe to consume. The VA is going to require that we test it. However, iron is naturally occurring, also known as rust, and it leaves your tub looking like a murder scene. All right. Over here is your water softening system and pantry. So you're going to keep this guy full of salt. That's going to clean your water. And hopefully there's a filter system in here somewhere. But you want to pull all that iron out as much as possible. You'd rather change a filter every 2 weeks than change your tub every year. But I did not see a filter in there, so I don't know where that is. Washer, dryer, hookups are in the hallway here. This is that infamous closet that I was talking about that leads to a door that you cannot open because it's currently being used as a closet. That door opens inward. That leads to a staircase that goes down to the back of the garage. All right, so that's that. Right here is bedroom number 1. So this is that kind of ground floor bedroom. The reason that closet's being used as a closet is because this bedroom doesn't have a closet. Something I might consider doing is knocking out that wall and making that the closet and just getting rid of that door altogether. It's going to make your house better insulated, making you more heat efficient, and also would just give the layout a little bit better. Imagine that door being gone and it just being a closet door from there. All right, that's everything down here. They do have a security system that you can inherit. Vivint, look at them. The problem is if you sign a 5-year contract, you cannot cancel until year 5. They are real pains in the butts. I was paying on a house for 2 years after I sold it because I couldn't cancel my subscription. That being said, though, they're a good system. They have a lot of great upgrades. All right, down here now, you have a door that leads into a screened-in kind of patio area, so this is kind of nice. You can grill out here in the winter and whatnot. So that's great. Over here is like a secondary living room. Now so I got a bad back, man. I'm a disabled veteran. Got some back problems. I feel like the floor is slightly leaning this way. This stairwell feels lower than this over here. So I'm not seeing a lot of drywall cracking or any indications, but you do have a seam right there in the ceiling. Maybe that was patched. You do have the support beam here that's been sistered, but the room here is basically just a little living room addition bonus room, and there's another bedroom up above us. So let's head up there. And then finally we are now up top. You do have a closet here. This would be your master. You do have drywall seams on the ceiling. That is a queen size bed. So you do have room for end tables on both sides. Baseboard heat over here. And that's about it. Carpet's in usable condition. It's a little bit different of a style than what people like. Your baseboards are a little beat up and dirty, but those can just, literally be reattached like that. And that's it. So this house is a little bit different. The layout's definitely quirky. The whole thing is geometrically challenged. You got a lot of angles and triangles and stuff here. House is not bad, but my biggest concern is right here. I would probably rip up this carpet and re-level the concrete. And then, I guess, leave everything else because you can't really adjust the rest of it too much. And that's it. Let me know if you have any questions, concerns about this house, how you feel about it. Again, everything here feels level to me. I'm not the best judge of character because of my back, but I definitely felt it down there. All right. Well, that's it. Have a great day.
Yeah.